And we're back. This is what we call transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt that are comments in response to comments I made against these deviant lifestyles. And a few other things. Trigger warning. If you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead, click off the video, and go watch something else. Do not lie and say it's hate speech for my videos, because there is no hate speech for my videos. It's speech you hate. That's the story. Let's continue on. People getting these wrong in these comment sections, and me transgender about versus basic biology. And then we ticked off about that. Also, it's good to get vaccinated, so you continue to fight against the spread of germs. And if you get sick, then vaccinations do help you fight against them better. Always remember to wash your hands. After learning about typhoid Mary, what really caused typhoid, or to be able to spread typhoid, I can understand why the all employees must wash hands before returning to work sign is in the bathrooms. It was nasty. And I was just like, at first I thought she sneezed on it. No. It's worse. I'm just like, girl. Nasty. So now. So let's continue on. What we got is more hate mail. My best friend kept a few secrets from me. We're going to try and make a whole full-length video this time. Because if you minimize this, basically, video recorder, it's very finicky. If you minimize it, it can stop it. It could crash and stop. That's not fun. So let's continue on here. What was the way with the? I guess it was the dedication of my grandfather. That was last time. Yeah, and that's fine. We'll continue on here. It's real different. There's some overlap, but it's important to do, so we can do this thing. Science. No one cares about the science proves he's male because of that. If they care, we say they don't care, but obviously we care because if we didn't care, then we wouldn't be going through all this trouble to lie about it and hide it. Yeah, she feels different since she's a girl. No, it doesn't make girl. Male and female is not about feelings. So there's one girl, person with ovaries, who said, "I haven't felt like a girl in years." I don't know what's going on. It's up in my brain. I'm like, no, there's no male female feeling. You're born with ovaries, she's a girl. With testicles, she's a boy. So it doesn't work. That's what I know. What does it mean to you? Is very important. Very important thing to talk about. Because obviously, a lot of times they get that stuff wrong. You are a dumbest, transphobic, uneducated, ignorant, beat, where that means female, B where that means slave, B where that means weak, B where that means annoying person I've ever seen. Without telling the truth all the time, you're dumb. Being smart, you're dumb. Pointing out obvious facts, you're dumb. Ignore us as we hide from obvious facts and cower in fear, hoping no one finds out the truth of biology. You're dumb. You're dumb. Yeah, that's what he said. You want to hear? I said, you can't, so you have to. It's easy. No, ... And then I quote the person, nobody cares about the effing science proves he's male. I don't cuss over that word. If she feels different, she's a girl. I thought you guys liked science and hated stereotypes. And that's one of the interesting things. A lot of times, these people, the woke DEI pushers, the left leaning, there's the radical left, they say something like, we are angry that you're talking to people saying that what they're doing is wrong, that's murder, but then it's like they cheer for an actual murder. We are angry that you would say this lifestyle is wrong. Your lifestyle is wrong. It's like, your lifestyle is wrong. Get those facts out of here. You're lying because I say you're lying. They're telling the truth because I say I tell the truth. And here's proof to back up my truth, what I'm saying. It's like, no, those are lies too. Lies that you can see with your eyes. Oh, yeah, that's truth, guys. That's truth. They got their roles reversed. They got important thing to have with your Thanksgiving meal, along with your Thanksgiving meal, is ginger ale. Get you ginger ale. Okay, that stuff helps sell your stomach. You'll be eating a bunch. I've been eating a bunch of turkey lately. Turkey and gravy and green beans and stuffing. I've been eating a lot of that lately, and well, it's great stuff. I want to eat more. Gravy. I want to eat more of it. I want to eat a bunch more of it. It's a lot sometimes, so it's good to have something to settle the stomach. So let's continue on here. So then someone says, "No, you can't. You can't do everything in life. Not everything is possible. Yes, it is impossible for a person with testicles to be a female. It's possible for a person with ovaries to be a male. So, like biological sex. You cannot do everything in life. No, you can't. Think about what I said earlier. It's possible for a person to just grow arms and they didn't have any. No, it's not a deformity though. People with penis and testicles and wanting a vulva and ovaries is not the same. Or you want a vulva and ovaries and wanting a penis and testicles is not the same as deformity. It's not a deformity. It's normal stuff. What you get. No, it doesn't make them whole. They're a different person. That's not who they want to be. Who is up to you? What is not? Just if your parents force you to do something, so that's on you. You can't change that. Yeah, but that's how it goes. So in all caps, bold in all caps says, parents need to beat their effing kids. I got this. So, yeah. I got to click out and click into the next one. They're effing kids. Okay, that's the wrong one. It's a copy. Next. I said, okay, guys, you might want to start quoting what I say before you disagree with it in your responses. YouTube does not put responses in the right order, so it gets confusing. And then I quote the person: parents need to beat their effing kids. Like, you need to teach them right from wrong, help them stop ignoring reality. Then I agree with you. And so it's okay, whatever. And so yes, it does. Well, yes, it does. What are you talking about? I just said. God decided to make you stupid, so shut the F up. And learn the way you're right. 1 Corinthians 1:25 says, because of the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. The foolishness that God gave us, that from God is stronger than, is better than the wiseness of men. So yeah, that's how it is. So it does matter. It does matter. He's a boy. That's it. Bye. Yeah, he is male. He's a boy. And so nobody cares about your Christian homophobic transphobic self. Nobody cares. That's why we're spending all this time fighting. All this cancel culture. Nobody cares. Yeah, totally. They carry immensely. Let's go. So it says it does matter because that's disgusting and nasty. It wouldn't be Jason's friend anymore. It says someone else. And then someone says, that's kind of messed up, dude. And I said, I would be his friend, but I would also be trying to help him see that he does not have to dress like a girl to have a good life. And someone says, hey, I agree with you when it comes to accepting people for who they are, treating everyone equally and who they want to be. But I kind of ask, why should we use certain pronouns? Mainly because I don't agree with it and will only call them by their names to avoid distracting them. Also, I want to see it from someone else's point of view. And someone says, because it's who they identify with, it's who they want to be through lies. And so thank you for your response. Have a blessed day. And someone said, listen, I see what you're trying to say, but she wants to be a girl. She can be a girl through lies. That's wrong. Don't say bad words. You're part of this. Laughing, sweat drop emoji. And so I feel really sorry for the original commenter. Hope you're doing okay after all this hate. I said, we can't. It's physically impossible. Physically impossible. Remember that. No, I said that. Physically impossible. Back to you. I'm enjoying these songs so selected. Back to you. Enjoying what I'm doing with them, making all kinds of music videos with them, with Batman and Power Rangers. Not yet. I've done some Power Rangers music videos, but forget about it with Gina. She's like, let's see here. Acts of Blood. One night and we fell in love. I want you. Yeah, let's see here. I said, no, they can't. It's physically impossible. And I'll bet he can do most of the things he thinks only girls can do. He's confused about what makes a girl a girl and what does not. Let's get the whole comment. And so, you have an opinion. You have an opinion. Good for you. We see things differently. I know I can't change your opinion, your mind, but you can't change mine. So, okay, sorry for the bad words. Even though I shouldn't say sorry to you. What? Bad words? There were no bad words there. Man emoji with eyes closed. And so I wish I could like every comment you made 1,000,000,000 times, though. I don't know how much that is. Laughing to sweat drop emoji. And I have a friend that is lesbian. Smiley face emoji. Open smiley face, open mouth smiley face emoji. Not to me, most likely. That's cool to someone else. And I say sorry for the doctor's profession. Both men and women can be one. Because I think someone was saying, what if they're forced you to be a doctor? Huh? Either one of you want. That's what this is like. I'm like, something like that. And I say sorry. But a doctor is a profession. Both men and women can be one. Being female is biological. When people born with a vagina, uterus, and ovaries can be one. Person who's born with a penis and testicles is a male because those are male reproductive organs. Dot dot dot. She's a male, dang it. All caps, bold, all caps. She's a male, dang it. I got thumbs up. And so it says, Hieroglyphics, middle finger emojis. I said, it's my opinion. It's her body, his body. She does whatever he wants. I see what you're trying to say, but I just don't and will never effing agree, okay? Because it's lies. Because it's truth. I'm believing lies. That's what it is. If you think she isn't a she, that's because he was born with testicles, penis and testicles. So he's not a she. There you go. Good for you. She's a he. Good for you. I always think you're so effing wrong. You're being rude, basically. Effing wrong. You're being rude by calling someone born with testicles, penis and testicles, a man, a boy, when he does not want to be called a boy. That's basically what's going on here. I'm like, sorry, but that's how it is. And here we go. See right here. Here goes. Assigned sex does not equal gender identity. Lol, bi, be where that means weak. Female, be where that means weak. Be where that means slave. Be where that means annoying. But that's not the same thing. Assigned sex is assigned because of what's I don't like to use that word, structures. That's not the right word. Someone that actually did, a female most likely, actually said, person with ovaries, actually said, you'll see later, but she was saying, why are we putting gender, forcing people, gender on people because of biological structures that people have, that some don't. Some people have, some don't. Because most people have those structures, that's the issue. Assigned sex is assigned because of what biological sex, what genitals the person sees, the doctor sees when the baby is born. The baby is born, and the baby is born has a penis and testicles. That's a male. That's a boy. Boy baby. If a baby is born and she has a vulva, that is a girl baby. Because there's all attached. Vulva leads to the vagina leads to the uterus leads to the fallopian tube leads to the ovaries. That's how it works. That's assigned sex. They call it assigned sex because that's the sex that they proclaim a person is based on the reproductive organs they have, which is their biological sex. So they try to say it's assigned. Someone deemed that penis and testicles male, because it is. Someone deemed that vulva female because it is. How the baby gonna get out? That's the issue. How the sperm gonna get in? How the baby gonna get out? That's what it's the vulva for. So it can stretch so the baby can get out. So the babies can come out. Stretch so the sperm can go in. The penis can go in there. That's how it works. It's what assassins ever people trying to deny science. We're saying we're not denying science. We're denying stuff. It's like how much time you have. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube with DeviantArt.